Hey everybody, welcome back to the hangar deck. Wanted to do a short video tonight on how I affix or glue clear parts or canopies, if you will, in place on a model. So I have a Beach Model 18 that I'm working on. This is going to be, if I get it done right, it's going to be a fantastic model. It's actually an air show bird. Maybe I'll do a video on it when I get all done, hopefully, if it comes out good. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn the camera off here in a minute and reposition it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to show you how I install a canopy. Now this is what I use. This is Elmer's clear glue, and it's just basically school glue. It's washable, so that means that it's got a little bit of waterproofing to it, but that's not really a concern. Maybe it means that it's a little tougher once it dries. The wood glue, what we used to call wood glue or Elmer's glue or this clear glue, what have you, it doesn't have the hold power that, say, a Tamiya clear would have or something like that. Don't get me wrong, once it sets up, it will hold your canopy as tight as you need it to. It's really great for making temporary affixes to like a canopy or something like that, so you can paint and then you can pop it loose later, or you can put more of the glue on and it will hold it until the cows come home. It's just not going to be a structural piece. It's not going to have structural integrity, but it will hold it. The benefit of using Elmer's glue or wood glue or what have you, or this clear glue, what have you, is it will not fog your glass. It will not fog your canopy. So unless that's what you're looking for, you don't want a fogged canopy. I've got some examples of a couple of places where I used Elmer's glue or Tamiya glue, and it's nothing against Tamiya glue, but it did fog the canopy. Now I'm going to show you this right here. Now these were put in, this one was put in with this clear glue. These three here were put in with this Tamiya thick glue. Now, this glue has the ability to fog a canopy, so you want to be careful with it. But the reason why I was able to get rid of it is, I don't know if you can see, but this particular piece of glass has a long runner on it. So I was able to put the regular plastic glue right in here in this runner, and it was far enough away from the glass, the plastic, we call it glass, it was far enough away from it that it didn't fog it. Now I have not done this for myself, but I watched a video from a car guy, a guy that builds cars, and he did use something like Tamiya thin glue to glue in all of his glass, and he said it will fog it, but you can go over it with oil and it'll clear it right up. Haven't tried that, but I've got a whole box of canopies over here. I'm going to try it one of these days and I'll let you know how it worked, if it works. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off, I'm going to reposition, then we're going to do this little short video on how to glue these, how I glue canopies in. As always, this is just the way I do it. There's probably a million ways out there. I call this the smorgasbord of knowledge. You come up here, if you want a heap and helping portion of what I put down, help yourself. If you want to go to another chef, feel free. Not going to hurt my feelings in the least. In fact, who knows? I may stop doing stuff the way I'm doing it. So we'll see. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting a piece off the sprue. That's pretty commonplace. No big deal there. And take a look at this. I'm going to file on this just a tad. Whoops. This is going to be a pretty small part. Hopefully I actually get this into position and I don't lose it. If I lose it, I promise you will never have to watch this video. Okay, so here's our cockpit. This little window is going to go right up here. Just right in there like that. So looks like the fit's going to be good. So we'll dump him out. Now we're going to take our little Elmer's clear glue. Put a little on this card here. I want to show you this card real quick. I travel quite a bit and I stay in a lot of hotels, and I just hang on to the little card that they give me, and I put some tape on it, and then I've got a handy palette for mixing paint or putting glue somewhere where I can just store it, you know, until I'm ready to use it, like maybe super glue or something. Obviously you have to use it fairly quick. And then I can just tear the tape off and retape it at some point. So it works really great. Okay, here we go. Now, as you can see, I put that little bit of clear glue right in there. And this is the tricky part, because you got to be able to drop this in here without getting the clear glue all over it. Because even though it's clear glue, you don't want to get too crazy with it. I think that's backwards. Let's try it this way. Except I just turned it over. Look, Mom, he's showing how not to do a glue canopy. Okay, one more time, kids. There we go. Got it into position. Just push it on in. Beautiful. Now what we can do, just for the fun of it, we can bring this little clamp in here, and we're just going to clamp that right there. And that'll help hold that little piece of plexiglass, if you will, in place until it's all set up. Now what I'll have to do is I'll have to come in here and put a little micro mask on there, on that glass and on these glass pieces here before I paint this model. Otherwise won't be able to see through my glass. So that one's set. We'll set him aside. We got the other one right here. Turn this around here. We'll put our glue right in here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. A little bit of glue right in there. Just rolled it in there with a toothpick, or as our friends across the pond are fond of saying, a cocktail stick. I think that's what they call them. I don't know, I've never been that sophisticated. I need some edumacation. Okay, here we go. Except I did it again. I put it in backwards. Oh. Now this one I drug across the glue. It's not going to be a big deal. It's going to dry clear. but still, you know, it's the principle of the thing. Okay, put that right there until it dries real good, and then we'll be done. Okay, so that's how I place those two pieces of plexiglass. Oh, hello. Caught me with my visor on, my bug eyes. So that's how I did that. Try that. If you haven't ever tried it before, try using some of this clear glue, or you can just use white glue. It will dry clear. And if you're having issues whenever you use regular glue of fogging up your canopy, that'll happen with regular glue or CA glue or what we call super glue. If you use this clear glue, I think you'll be much happier. All right, that's it from the hanger deck. We'll get this loaded up, and maybe it's something you can use. All right, until next time, see ya. Hey, I just wanted to add real quick, I said a couple of times in the video wood glue. I don't really mean like the wood glue that you buy at the lumber yard. You got to remember, I'm 100 years old. I'm not as old as dirt, but dirt was clean when I was a kid. You know, I'm that old. So back in the day, we'd use plain old white glue as wood glue. When I say wood glue, I mean white glue like we used as kids in school. What am I saying? Kids don't even use glue anymore, but you get the picture. You go to to the to um, the grocery store or the department store at around the time school starts, and you'll see bottles of white glue. That's what I'm talking about. If you're ever in doubt, put a little bit on a piece of paper or a bit of sprue that you're not going to use. Keep it till it dries. If it dries clear, you're in like Flint. If it doesn't, use something else. But I guarantee you this clear glue that I've talked about this evening will dry clear. Okay, that's it. I'm really done now.